Hey, welcome to Daewon's Aerial Quad channel. Today, I am on a bit of a trip. I don't have work today, so I'm gonna head, I'm thinking east. I haven't really decided yet, but right now I'm down the highway a little bit, down I-55 here in Missouri. This is a small town I've actually flown at before in a larger video that I grouped 3 flights together. This town is called Bloomsdale. The town just south of here from that other video, title at least, is called St. Genevieve. And we're just in a nice part here of eastern Missouri. The soil is, from what I understand, the soil here is very nice for wine. And people compare it to France, hence, names like St. Genevieve, and there's a couple of pretty big wineries here. But this is a location I've actually flown very close to before. We'll get over to the park that I flew from last time. But there is, I'm like where you see right there is Interstate 55. I'm actually on the old road, US Highway 61. And 61 has a really nice pull-off here where I'm parked with a pretty nice little view here of a valley. Some farmland. So that's, you see on the recording there where I am. And here's the nice view you get to enjoy from that pull-off. You can see this pond, or not pond, this creek rather. You see these farms. There's a nice red barn over here. Who doesn't love a red barn? In fact, let's get a little closer to our red barn. We're rocking with the Mini 5 Pro today, and right now I'm actually in the auto settings. I turned on the I put on the ND32 filter, and we get a nice view of the barn while we adjust our settings. So go back to what it was set at in the last flight. I was using the ND8. Okay, so it's certainly darkened up. Now, on my view on the screen recording, that looks too dark to be real pleasant. So, which direction? I need to slow down the shutter. And ISO, that brightens it up too. And then temperature is locked at 5200. Is it locked? Or is that an auto? Right now it's an auto. I like 52, it was fine. It's a little too cold. 51? I'll take 51. Okay. What if I keep slowing this down? So 32. And I'm at 60 frames. Okay. So if I'm shooting 60 frames, the shutter is twice the speed. I've got one regular commenter who's suggested to me some settings, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what that is. So hopefully I'm close. If I'm very wrong, please let me know. I go back into that one video with a good explanation that you commented in. There's a nice red barn. Had another viewer. I'm actually starting to get a few viewers that are regular, but one I haven't heard from in a while. They had just started making their own photography channel, and they were doing a lot of regular ground-based photography, and they were doing a lot of footage of barns, like old barns in the Midwest. And that was very cool. I liked their things, but I haven't seen much from them lately, so hope they're doing well. They were even talking about getting a drone and about to start that up, which, I mean, obviously I'm all for that. So, kind of neat to build just a small bit of community. A nice, beautiful March morning here in eastern Missouri. Grass is greening up. You see all the crops here. They do a lot of corn. They do a lot of beans, soybeans. Not sure what all we're looking at. I'm not a total expert there other than on Farm Simulator. This is not that. But things are looking nice. The trees haven't really started popping yet, but they will any day. There's one right across the street from my house that is getting obnoxious. Like a flowering tree. Not sure what kind, but it's beautiful, but it's crazy how much stuff it's got on it right now. Idyllic, some nice ponds. Yeah, so I think I might go all the way over into Illinois today. Now, I know what you're saying. Ew, Dejuan, why would you do that? That's Illinois, gross. But there's some places I haven't been over there, and mostly it's like the big cities of Illinois. Like the small towns, rural, like most of the state, southern Illinois. That's not so bad. Just make sure you get gas on the Missouri side first. It's not quite as vast a difference as it was last summer going between Arizona and California. Different sides of a bridge. Gas was almost $5, and then it was like $2.40 on the Arizona side. So, an absolutely stark contrast. People are not making it up when they talk about California gas prices. Oof. And I calculated my route on that trip, trying to decide if I could actually make it without buying gas in California at all, and I was so close, but not quite. Ah, well, when you're driving, 4,000 miles, 4,000 miles? I don't know. When you're driving that many thousand miles, whatever it was, round trip, one tank of California gas doesn't mess up your average too bad. Ooh, speaking of gas, I'm going to go to as many Casey's as I can today. Just because. I love Casey's. We're down to 3 bars now. We're just casually cruising over a mile away. The Mini 5 Pro is incredible. I think this looks pretty good with the ND32. It looks nice and bright on the screen on the controller. I imagine it looks pretty good on the 4K. Let's real quick just see what auto does. So we're pretty close to what auto recommends then. Okay. Cool. Just Bloomsdale, not a large town by any means. Very rural. What do we have here? Looks like a bank or a government building. Can't make that out. Let's get a little closer. Bloomsdale. Oh, medical center. Is that what that says? Yeah. Alright. I think bank or government building is a close enough guess, so I don't feel too dumb. You know, we got the gas stations here. They're famous for their Loves. Loves is pretty good too. If you can't get a Casey's, stop into the Loves. Alright. And we've got Cemetery. We're getting kind of a weaker connection. Let's pop up a bit. Not really pointed directly at the drone right now. Oof, yeah. Take a look at the screen recording right now. Oh boy. I want to bring it a little bit closer to us. Keep saying us. It's just me. It's just me. I have Dead Armadillo sounds to thank for the music. But otherwise, it's just me. I don't know why I say us so often. But, you know, whatever. Getting closer. Actually dropped down to one bar. All right, down here, right here is the park where I flew from last time I was in this area. This green pavilion right here. I was just parked right next to that. And something being built here. I'm not sure if that doesn't really look residential. It's probably gonna be some kind of garage, looks like. Concrete floor. Large door opening in the middle. All right, I remember on that last flight looking at one of these ponds and almost losing my connection. And you and I both know, if you're a regular around here, that I see this water tower back here, and I'm going to go find it and fly right next to it and probably make a short of it after I'm done with the main video. All right, yeah, I think it was this pond here. Now we're getting good connection again. Let's lose it by getting low to this pond and take a look at stuff. Because that's what we do here. Okay, I see power lines. I'm not going to try to make any of those mistakes again. Not get too low to it. Stay at this altitude. Yeah, it's getting close to noon, so our reflection will be nearly right below us. Not our reflection, but, you know, the sun. Beautiful. Very nice. And wherever you're from, if you're watching this, do not sleep on the Midwest. Now, I'm not saying everyone should move here, because then it'll get overpopulated like everywhere else, but please come visit. It's beautiful. Woodland, rolling hills, ponds, creeks. Ah, it's gorgeous. And it's just keeps going and going. It's so expansive. The traffic here on 61 is busier than often today. Interesting. We're going to take a look at this water tower. We've been on normal mode this whole time. The wind is going to pick up a little bit later in the day, but it's pretty calm right now. It's about 40 degrees out. So the weather's been a little bipolar lately. It's been fluctuating from the 30s to the 80s on a weekly basis. I'm ready for it to pick a lane. I always love the cold, but I know a lot of people prefer the warmer weather. And we can still be friends. Just bring a blanket when you come to my house. And is this tower labeled? I don't know if it is. Ah, man, it looks like it. Let's get in there. Bloomsdale. Excellent. Oh, I don't know. I think my CapCut software is pretty good at editing out small noises like that, but the little temperature control fan on the controller, the RC2, just kicked in. So It's been working hard. Been recording here for over 17 minutes. We'll head off this direction a bit. We're down to 45% battery. And these dang batteries, they just last so long that, like, I'm used to kind of the cadence still of the Mini 4K, where you'd get 10 pretty usable minutes of recording time with some decent distance, and then you'd have to turn around. That's just not the case with this thing. You could just go for hours. Or, 30 minutes. But still. It's different. It's incredible. It's impressive. But it's different. Here's a nice view. How does the auto look now? Okay, auto greened it up a bit. Lightened it up a bit. It's more of a blue shade. Now, does that mess with the, I don't know if that messes with the color temperature or not. I can look, I think, in here. What's auto saying for color? Oh, it's saying to do 6,000 now. I'll keep it where it was. It was 51, I believe. Okay, well, I reckon I ought to bring this bird in and keep on rolling down the road if I'm going to make it over to Illinois. From here, I'll go through St. John, and there's some place there I might fly again. And then I'll go down to Perryville, and I know I've flown there before. And then there's a bridge straight over into Chester, Illinois, and that's probably where I'll go first here in Illinois. So, at any rate, thanks for watching DJI's Aerial Quad channel, and I hope I see you next time.